my next video, I'd like to do one on a suite of apps called Good Guardians. It's a little bit, well, it's not a little bit, it's like Good Lock in that it's a Samsung-based suite of apps. These are specifically for utilities and how to make basically the phone better, faster. Good Lock is more graphical, things like that, whereas Good Guardians helps the performance. So go ahead and download that. You can download it on either platform now. You can download it on Google App Store, or you can download it at the Samsung App Store. So either one will have it. And it works on any of the Samsung phones. And when I say any, probably within the last 5 to 6 years, which is what this mainly is for, the Good Guardians. While I'm doing this on an S25 Ultra, the newest and latest phone, it's going to help it, but it's not going to help it nowhere as near as much as a phone that's, say, 3 or 4 years old. Obviously, it's going to help that more. So, but anyway, let's get into this, the nitty and gritty here. So, Good Guardians, and then go ahead and tap on it, open it up, and the module that the app we're interested in is Memory Guardian. It just got an update, so it wasn't working correctly. It worked with all the other apps, but if you have a new phone like the One UI 7 and 8's not out, but anything One UI 7, it just wouldn't work. It wasn't compatible. So they've just recently made this one compatible with the newer phone, so we can now use this. So Memory Guardian, let's just dive right in, and what it's going to do is it's going to clean out all your apps and all the extra memory that they're taking. I could hit this right now, but it's going to close my recorder, and obviously we don't want that to stop recording, but it'll go through each one of these apps and it'll clean them out and take the memory that's needed and put it back into the phone where you can use it to make it faster. So again, this is not going to be something that if your phone's only got 6 or 8 gig of memory, it's going to be big time useful. If it's got a whole bunch of memory, like most of the new phones, 12, 16, then it's not going to make a huge difference, but it will on if you're running games. So games are always hardware oriented and the need for extra space, etc. So there's 3 different settings that we can do. It'll show the history, of course, down at the bottom, history, and you'll see the available cached, running, and system over the last, whatever, 3-4 days. We can customize it, which I would recommend leaving it set. The default is, it applies the default, is optimized for the majority of users. Quick switching mode, this is if you go back and forth between apps. Keeps more apps in the background. When using the previously used app, again, it's more likely to run with the last state of the app and not starting from the beginning. So this is if you're going to do a lot of multitasking. And then the last one is kind of self-explanatory. It's going to clean up space to secure empty space on a regular basis when running an app that uses a lot of memory. It will help to prevent slowing down. Recommended if you use a game frequently or use a small number of apps. So that's what that one would be for. And I would just set this to default again. So you don't really need any of the other settings. The default one will be fine. So that's my video on the Good Guardians. I hope you found my video to be helpful. Thank you for being here. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for your time, and until next time, I'm out.